It's funny. I guess 11 years ago, or 12 years ago, when those of you who have watched my wedding and testimony, my wedding story and testimony video, know my story, how my husband and I didn't have a very healthy relationship before we got married, and I was in love and heartbroken because he didn't want to commit, and we parted ways, and the Lord restored everything.
One more time.
Yes, just one more, okay? And all of that. Well, before I finally listened to the biblical and wise counsel of the elders and the people that were placed in my life to guide me, I remember going to be counseled more than once for the same reason. And it was always the same thing. What should I do? I'm in love with him and he doesn't want to be with me, and I'm his best friend and we hang out every day, and I'm pretty much just heartbroken constantly and I can't think about anything else other than that. And I would try to paint this picture of like, he's the one for me. I knew that I wanted to marry him the first time I met him, and we love each other and we're so compatible, and these are all the reasons why we should be together. And I mean, really, what I was doing was trying to paint it in the way as best I could so that their advice would be what I wanted it to be. What I wanted their advice to be was keep doing what you're doing, keep waiting, stay hanging out with him, tell him this so that he'll do what you want and commit, or even like go as far as talking to him and telling him that what he's doing is wrong and he needs to commit to me. But their advice was always the same. It was always cut him out of your life, move on. He is not treating your heart the way he should. He's not taking care of your heart. And I never listened because I didn't want to, because that was just too hard. And I can see now, 12 years later, the Lord restored our entire relationship. We got married. Praise the Lord. My husband got great counsel. We were separated for about a year. He was being taught at the Master's College under John MacArthur's amazing teaching. And the Lord just completely matured him there, surrounded him with amazing friends and people that were investing in his life and just discipling him so well. And same thing for me. I moved away. And I was in a Christian university surrounded with people, good teachers and good friends. And the Lord just, now looking back, I can see how the Lord just separated us, fixed everything, and then brought us back together. Amazing. And now we look back and there's dozens of mistakes, things we would advise, to be done differently than we did. But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm getting at is don't be a fool like I was. Who cares what you hope the advice will be? Listen to wise counsel. Listen to biblical counsel. I've had several emails, mostly from young people. They try to paint it all. I can already see what they're hoping I'll say. And I come back with, sorry, but no. And this is why. And they never reply back. I'm being bold and I'm being loving, but giving them the truth, because that's what they need, because in the long run, that's what's going to be best for them, keeping them from more heartache and from more trouble and from more mess. And if you can just stop and focus on the Lord, all of those other things will be worked out by the Lord the way he wants them worked out. And we just really can mess things up and prolong blessings tremendously by trying to do things our own way and our own timing. So trust the counselors that God has put in your life, and be willing to take the advice and the counsel given to you, especially when you go seeking it, And yeah, I just hope that speaks to someone, because I think that we can all think of a time where we've done that, or 2 or 3 or 4 times like me, where we've done that. Try to fight our case as best we can and then wait. And it's totally not what we want to hear. And then we don't do it because it's too hard. We think it's too hard, but the Lord will give you the strength to do it, especially if it falls in line with his word and with obedience to him. So I hope that's encouraging to someone. Have a good night.